Hi guys, Jeff from Ethical Practice. Just been doing a little bit of work in my veggie patch here, as you can see behind me. And it got me thinking about how much time and preparation was required to get it to this fantastic state. Now, whilst it's only a small veggie patch, we're pulling out a lot of produce every day in which we can put into our meals, which is fantastic. And I was thinking also about how much this relates to our practice. And as we're coming up now towards the end of the year, looking at the idea of perhaps thinking about what it is that you actually want to achieve for next year and starting to set down a plan now, so that instead of managing chaos, as I've certainly done at different stages in my career, you can actually be in a situation of control, knowing where you're going, what you're doing, and having a better outcome associated with that. So when we look at my veggie patch here, I consider all of the elements that I had to sort of think ahead about to make sure that it was going to be as good as it is. I had to think about the soil quality, making sure that I had enough compost. I had to dig up the garden. I had to make sure that I put down some mulch to ensure that the weeds weren't going to grow up, and to ensure that also that the ground was going to stay moist. I had to put in an irrigation system. I had to put in some fencing around it to make sure that the possums don't get in. I also thought about some larger posts that, as the summer months come through and it gets a lot hotter, I'm able to put up some shade cloth to protect the garden a little bit more from those really hot days. I also looked at the idea of putting down some bird netting to make sure that the birds don't get in and eat my tomatoes and my cucumbers before I get to them. So looking at your practice, it's exactly the same. We need to think ahead about what it is that we're actually trying to achieve to make sure that we get the outcome that we actually want. So I encourage you to start thinking now about your practice and what it is that you want to achieve for next year. For more information about ethical practice and how we can help you become more successful with ethics in your practice, you can contact us at info@ethicalpractice.net, or you can sign up for our free e-news at allthews.ethicalpractice.net. Thanks for your time and all the best in your successful practice.